Hi, everybody. It is I, Hazel Gertrude. And we are here to play. Well, he's here to play. I don't know why we say we. Well, you're not. You're just watching. 2064. What the heck is that? Oh, Lord. An update for Virtua Fighter. We might play that again. It was, you know, he might, it was, pretty fun. Anyhow, today he is playing 2064 Read-Only Memories, or RAM. You remember RAM? You know, the superhero, the robot man. They made a toy first, and then after the toy was expired, Marvel Comics was still making the comic book. Yeah, it was really good. I wish they would put the stories out, but you know, he's owned by a different company now, and the only way you can get them is buying the old issues, which are few and far in between, and some of them are pretty signa, if you know what I mean. I mean, he's been trying to look for them, and he really can't. It's just too expensive. I mean, the first issue, he seen the cheapest one. They wanted like $80, and it wasn't even in that good condition. Man, they must be really good. Anyways, presenting the Wizard of all games, Biriam Rungo Yellowhammer, also known as Danabil 84. Yeah. Hi. It is I, William Broomgall Yellowhammer. Okay, whatever. So yeah, we're back to playing this game again. I said I'd be doing this every Monday, and I'm telling the truth. For whatever reason, I didn't turn the music off in the last game. I mean, I meant to, and then I got a copyright claim. Well, at least I didn't get a strike. That's good. So at the end, they decided to mute the whole segment at the end of the video. This one I have turned off the music. I've left sound effects and speech on, but I turned the music on this, and I'm sorry if you like the music on here, but I really don't want to be copyright claimed because they mute sections, and I don't want that. So, like I said before I was muted, if you weren't live, you didn't hear it. Today, it's 2064. I said 2084, I'm sorry. I have 2064. Tomorrow will be Greedfall. People seem to like Greedfall. Wednesday, third day, will be Injustice. Thursday is a toss-up. I might be playing a game. I might be just doing a just chat stream. You know, I really haven't decided yet on Thursday. But I might play something different. I might play Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. I might play I might play some more arcade games. You know? Who knows? Well, but on Saturday's a bit of a special time. I mean, it's not an anniversary or anything like that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Pac-Man. Now, you see, okay, Pac-Man, alright, but I'm going to play it for, like,
That's all I'm going to play. I'm not going to switch to any other games. I'm not just Pac-Man. And will I try to beat it? No, just going to be playing Pac-Man over and over again and talking to you people. So we could say it's a just chat because I'm just playing Pac-Man. So, but you know, everybody loves Pac-Man. And then maybe at some other time I might play Miss Pac-Man. And then Dig Dug. And Galaxian. Or is it Galaga? One of those two. I think it's Galaxian. Or is it Galaga? I can't remember. But whatever. Yeah, this Saturday is Pac-Man. The whole stream. Pac-Man. So, yeah. So, how are all of you? Let's see who's in the chat. Or who's watching. Oh, Hanya! How are you, man? Thanks for coming. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, need to pour myself a bit of a drink here. Today is this new drink we have here in Voth called lemonade or lemonade, as I like to call it. I heard it's in your world, but this is sparkling. So, good. Oh, it's good. So let's get started. Now, before I left this off the other day, I screwed up. Meaning, I ended up loading my last save point. I know. So, we're going to do all this again. We'll go back to the club. And see what's going to go from there. Alright? Alright. We shall continue. We found the memory card. Turn it down on my crystal. There.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in
Oh,
order
yeah.
to prevent
Hey
his
there,
assailants
Bullwinkle.
from easily
Ha,
tracing his
ha.
connections.
He sounds like Rocky the Squirrel. Or it sounds like Rocky the Squirrel.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
I don't want to know where your memory card slot is, man. Alright?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map. We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched. Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
Oh, we gotta do this again.
We shouldn't put that off any longer.
Yeah, last time I wrote Billiam. I'm not gonna write that this time. I'm just gonna write some random name.
Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
Your head is round. I mean, just round, man.
I just need to ask you a few questions.
Fire away, buddy.
This is an exciting thing, I promise. This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Okay. Real time now. The only time I ever seen a face like that on a human being was when I was talking to a Mormon. Okay. Back in. Magic.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly.
Sounds like Scientologist.
First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech? Yeah. Do you wish to keep this name? Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Attack helicopter.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
I identify as an attack helicopter.
Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations? Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
I like my burgers, man.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Burger.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again.
Have you ever seen that commercial for DoorDash? And it's that Asian e-boy dude. And he right when the first thing he plops down, he goes, huh, pizza. Or no, it's, huh, burger. It's like, what's so funny? What's so funny about a burger? Huh, burger. I'm like, I hate that commercial. I really do. I just want to punch the guy in the face. I know he's probably some streamer here on Twitch. Yeah. Huh, burger. I just, him and his dopey looking hair, I just want to punch him in the face. And it's not a jealousy thing. I just think he's stupid. I mean, it just, huh, burger. It just annoys the crap out of me. So anytime that commercial pops up, I mute it and scroll down so I ain't got to look at it. I wish there was the ability to skip commercials, unless the commercial is put forth by the streamer. But if it's a commercial break, if it's a commercial before the stream, you should be able to skip it. You can on YouTube. Just think about that, Twitch. I mean, I can understand if the streamer themselves does it. But, yeah, they ain't listening. Or maybe they are.
In review.
I'm an omnivorous...
Does that sound right?
I am a male omnivorous fart lord. That describes me perfectly.
Thank you.
And Hanya, you know how much I fart.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF.
I started a little early because I had to do this part.
The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now. I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together.
All of a sudden he pulls out the
Thank
finger
you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
Hey, bear. Fart Lord in action. What, this one?
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Yeah, he's a
Have
little
you been
weirdo.
overwatering it? It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in.
Okay.
Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
You're a dip hole.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office. And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through. I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
So Bill Cosby? Wait, no, he was just a rapist.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem. How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant.
Really?
They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck.
You don't say.
Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
It's a succulent. Okay, so what do you want me to do about the plant?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had. Excellent. The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health.
That's as dumb as a gorilla doing sign language.
There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition.
Just like Coco couldn't actually communicate.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed.
Why'd you get a rug? It ties the whole room together.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Yeah, you would.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Oh boy there, Bullwinkle. Ha ha.
Welcome to Stardust. All right, looks good to me. Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before? It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your tastes, at least from what I know of them. Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine.
Oh, okay, Bullwinkle. Ha ha.
Anyway, where do you think we should start?
I know where you can stick it.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
I have no idea. Why are you wearing a sleeveless shirt? That's disgusting and unsanitary.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be? So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Drinctionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Does that sound good?
Maybe something else.
Like what? So many drinks these days.
So many
Remind me,
drinks!
what's...
Drinctionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Does that sound good? Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up.
Hanya, the dude didn't know how to pour whiskey into a cup.
Now, what is it you need to know?
So many drinks, I don't know how to pour whiskey into a cup.
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking. Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
Yes, can I help you? Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt. It may surprise you coming from a nasty hybrid, but I actually don't need luck. Even genotypicals flirt with me. Not like I want them to. And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to. Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
I sure didn't tootin', Applejack.
Yours truly, doll. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
I'm wondering in this world, these hybrids, because you know darn well they weren't born this way. I wonder if they regret doing that at some point in their life. Just saying.
I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh? So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Hayden's missing.
Hayden's missing. He's missing.
Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
She was in his back end.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation.
She said she had her hand in your back end.
Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming.
I wouldn't want to know if somebody had their hand in my back end either.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
She also had her toe in your mouth.
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league.
So I guess in 2064, you could inject crack into you. See, crack shot.
Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with? Oh, sure. You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Yeah.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige. Raleigh, North Carolina, doll. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down. Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern belle. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet. As it suits you, hon. Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most, straightforward kind of man. I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, whew, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything. Whew, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is.
Magic.
It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Feel free to clip any of my stuff.
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range. And they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private.
Ain't you smart as a knife in the butthole?
It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, that cable modems are just terrible.
Mostly that little bot you got there.
A darn Titan.
Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
See? He had his finger in his back end.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hon. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start. Good luck. Turing, you keep out of trouble.
I saw you found Tomcat. What else do you want from me? Not after all that. I will be chill once you leave.
Darn it, that's not what I wanted.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen. That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at Level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving. Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache? Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history. Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Okay.
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
That was just right out of left field.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance. Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers? Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
So this is San Francisco. So obviously by this point, most of the buildings are made out of heroin needles and feces. Gotcha. If it survives by then, because from what I've heard from your world, it's in bad shape.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today? Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way.
She's looking for some new carpet.
You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care. She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with? I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing... Is there anything else I can help you? I am not authorized to comment on... Feel free to note the assistance of the... Is there anything else I can help? Have a good day, citizen.
Fucking up bolts.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water? Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go. Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
ROM, Recycling for a Greener Earth Foundation.
Thank you so much!
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing? I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism.
How's your sister doing? She's dead.
But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred. Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick. I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. But hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on? Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude.
I want to say so many jokes right now, but I don't want to get kicked off of Twitch.
We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. All right then. I'll do what I can to open up an investigation.
Your hair is stupid.
I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
Don't you have some carpet to look at?
I'll see what's going on in the department.
Sorry. Not sorry, but sorry.
I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise. No way, not gonna happen. If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just... At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right. Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience. Sure you can. All the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this. No. I'm sorry, but we're not going to do it that way. I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you. You better. I don't have a stick up my ass about regs, but I'm not gonna send an untrained civilian into this alone, much less a friend.
Just says it all.
Now let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, alright?
Well, that didn't go how I'd hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment. I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge. I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. We can't risk being too obvious. I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you.
Toppings everywhere. The humanity of it.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water? Oh, you already seem to have a full glass of cool, refreshing water. I'll just wait here for you to finish it.
Some people see the glass half empty, some see the glass half full. Alfie sees yours as completely full.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Oh, this is embarrassing. I seem to have run out of cool, refreshing water. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. I'll be right back.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Let me keep that under my...
Hey! What the hell are you doing with my ID?
Oh, Excuse me, Detective Rivers. I noticed it fell out of your pocket after that wayward ROM crashed into you, and I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Thanks. What hit me? You said it was a ROM?
Yes. It seemed to be following faulty programming of some kind. Perhaps it was the same one that damaged this vendor's cart? It headed off in that direction.
Guess I should check it out. Not like I have any other leads on this jackpot of a case. Hey you, Froyo guy? Tag along with me in case I need you to identify the bot.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And you two. Don't think I don't know you're up to something. Keep your noses clean. I'll be in touch.
Nah, we're not.
As I was saying, let me keep it under my hat for now. I am more than just a walking search engine, you know. Dramatics aside, we should return to Hayden's apartment.
Wow, I've been playing this for an hour? Uh-huh.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence. Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
Fart Lord!
Thank you. At times I feel my inexperience may be whole. I just wish Hayden had given me... Or even just being out... It can be a bit over... Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The Neo-SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into it. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law. Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat. What?
They even took the consoles.
Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why? What does the human revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
This is a setup.
This place, these items... they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left. You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
Part Lord.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on... Wait, we can't leave empty-handed. I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up. I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway. That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past.
Chapter 2!
Thank goodness you're finally awake! I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay. I'm fine. Whoever ambushed us clearly wasn't interested in causing either of us serious harm. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain. but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler. I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for. If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense. That seems unlikely. Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me, and even if they weren't sure... well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them. We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little. No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have... Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Here are those headphones you reviewed. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken. Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Oh yeah, good scotch.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Oh yeah.
Just let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
He did it.
Has anything happened to him? Of course. I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite. I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance,
Dude is sus.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire. Dangerous, morally ambiguous fire. And well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements.
Oh, really?
In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings?
See so.
Of course. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades. His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
Ricky Ticky Tabby.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she, if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank...
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector.
I called him Rudiger. Because he's a little rapscallion.
He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject. Of course, ask away. The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
It's a floating pooper.
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
It's a floating toilet.
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden.
It's a floating outhouse.
It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined.
It's a floating John.
There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck.
He poops in it.
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside.
What are you, poop in it?
I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did. I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can.
Oh, not at the moment, floating colostomy bag.
What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
Jaw's cracked. Ah, there we go.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable. What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court, prince, and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger.
Oh, great.
I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Maybe we can find Dr. Wowie.
I don't think we have any choice.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls? I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic. His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event. No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the Human Revolution.
Oh, pull off my ear. Oh, what is this?
I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no
people to be
caveman.
hybrids. Look, I would say that turning yourself into a half-person, half-cat could have horrible issues to your genetics, as you would say. I'm just a wizard here in Voth, but I've been reading up on things in your world, and I would think that doing that to somebody could seriously affect their lifespan or their organs in some way. The same way with what you call cybernetics, the augmentations, as they say. This will probably have some serious health risks, especially if it's not for medical reasons. I mean, I could understand like somebody loses an arm and you gave them a cybernetic arm, as they would do. I can understand that. That's, prosthetic, basically. But wanting to turn into a cat person, I could see where people would be weirded out, freaked out. You know what I mean?
After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
That's meant for medical reasons. I don't see the medical reason for wanting a cattail.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced.
Good luck, Fart Lord.
You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I have you as a friend, I guess.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
You said a bad word, honey.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass.
You said another bad word.
I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Ooh, I thought you were a lesbian.
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine. Also, I feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
Oh, great. The robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want? Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand. It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone, little bot.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
Yeah, he's a robot.
You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you?
Nothing!
I guess I'm letting you off the hook. This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely. I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once. But mostly because I think you're right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Not safe for police department.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the body.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like
You're
Froyo
stupid.
Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls. Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point. I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I gotta go get some more dye for my hair.
Just here. Take this. Use it if you have to. Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist, and we should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching this video. If you're watching the VOD later, thank you to everybody who showed up. I'm gonna stop because tonight on the Magog of Morscar Live channel is Side Quest. They're back from their break. Come watch today at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is in about a half hour. So, I'm going to get out of here.
Bye, everybody. I will see you later. Tomorrow. Greedfall. Yeah.
Yep, Greedfall is tomorrow, like she said.